As the Buddha once wisely shared, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." This timeless piece of wisdom invites us to reflect on the way our emotions, particularly anger, shape our lives. Anger, when left unchecked, has the power to cloud our minds, influence our actions, and eventually bring consequences that are born out of our inability to manage this powerful emotion. But how do we reach a place of inner tranquility, especially in a world so filled with challenges and obstacles? The teachings of Buddhism, ancient yet eternally relevant, provide us with profound insights that can lead us toward inner serenity and peace. One of the first principles invites us to listen twice as much as we speak. In a world that often encourages us to assert our voices, this practice can feel counterintuitive, but it is deeply transformative. Listening, truly listening, is not just about hearing the words that are spoken, it's about understanding the emotions, the thoughts, and the experiences that lie behind those words. Buddha once said, "To understand everything is to forgive everything." When we make the effort to listen more than we speak, we open the door to empathy and compassion. We begin to understand not just what others are saying, but also the feelings and motivations that shape their words. This deeper connection to others fosters a bond that transcends the superficial and touches the very heart of human experience. When we listen carefully, we allow ourselves to be present in the moment. We are not simply waiting for our turn to speak. We are engaged in a genuine exchange of ideas and emotions. This kind of listening goes beyond conversations with people. It extends to the world around us. We listen to nature, to the silence, to the subtle cues in our environment that often go unnoticed. In doing so, we cultivate a broader perspective, one that is enriched by the diverse experiences and viewpoints we encounter. This expanded awareness not only deepens our understanding of others, but also helps us develop a greater sense of inner peace and wisdom. By listening more than we speak, we enhance the quality of our own communication. When we do speak, our words carry more weight. They are thoughtful, considered, and reflective of a deeper understanding. Rather than speaking from a place of superficial knowledge, we speak from a place of connection and insight. This art of listening fosters not only better communication, but also a richer, more fulfilling life. It connects us to the world in ways that words alone cannot achieve. It's a practice that, over time, leads us toward a more serene and centered existence. Another powerful lesson from Buddhism is not allowing the comments and attitudes of others to control our lives. Imagine for a moment that your life is like a hike through a beautiful forest. Along this path, you will encounter many people, each with their own opinions and advice. Some of it may be helpful, but much of it is based on their own experiences and not necessarily relevant to your journey. Buddha offered guidance on this when he said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." In other words, stay focused on your own path, on the steps you are taking right now. It's easy to get caught up in what others think we should do, but this lesson encourages us to remember that our journey is uniquely ours. Just as you wouldn't let someone else decide which direction you should take on a hike, you shouldn't allow the opinions or judgments of others to dictate the course of your life. The path you choose should be based on your values, your inner wisdom, and your own experiences. By following your own heart, you remain true to yourself, and that authenticity is what will guide you to the place you are meant to be. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. Buddha's teachings remind us to be ready to accept the worst. Life, he suggests, is like a river, sometimes calm and peaceful, other times wild and unpredictable. Pain is certain, but suffering, as Buddha wisely pointed out, is optional. This means that while we cannot avoid the challenges and hardships of life, we can choose how we respond to them. Accepting the worst does not mean living in fear or expecting the worst to happen. It simply means being mentally and emotionally prepared for the fact that difficulties will arise. When we are ready to face these challenges, we are like a boat equipped with a life jacket. We hope we won't need it, but if the waters get rough, we are prepared. Acceptance in this sense becomes a shield that protects us from unnecessary suffering. When we accept the reality of life's difficulties, we stop resisting them, and in doing so, we reduce our suffering. Pain may still be present, but we don't add to it by wishing things were different or by clinging to what could have been. Acceptance is not about giving up, it's about facing reality with strength and resilience. This ability to accept life's challenges is not a sign of weakness, but of great inner strength. It allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, knowing that every setback is an opportunity for growth. By cultivating this mindset, we develop a resilience that can carry us through even the most difficult times. We learn to embrace the challenges of life rather than fear them, and in doing so, we find peace and wisdom. Failure is another inevitability of life, but it is not something to fear. In fact, it is the only way to progress. Buddha reminds us that each day is a new beginning, an opportunity to grow and learn. Each morning we are born again, and what we do today is what matters most. Life is a journey of self-improvement, and failure is a natural part of that journey. Every mistake we make, every setback we encounter, is an opportunity to learn and grow. Failure, in many ways, is like a teacher. It shows us where we need to improve, where we need to adjust our course. It teaches us resilience and perseverance. Just as a child learning to walk falls many times before mastering the skill, we too must embrace our missteps as part of the learning process. With each fall, we get up, try again, and eventually we succeed. This is how progress is made, not by avoiding failure but by embracing it. Life is full of opportunities for growth, and failure is simply one of the ways we learn. By facing failure head-on, without fear, we give ourselves the chance to grow stronger and wiser. It's not about how many times we fall, but how many times we get back up. This is the path to personal growth and self-discovery, and it requires the courage to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. As we continue our journey through life, it's important to keep things simple. In a world that often values complexity, Buddha's teachings remind us that clarity and peace are often found in simplicity. He once said, "The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart." This suggests that the answers we seek are not found in the external world, but within ourselves. This idea of simplicity extends to how we live our lives. Imagine your life as a garden. There are many flowers in this garden, but not all of them need your attention. Some are vibrant, bringing you joy and energy, while others are wilting, draining your spirit. Keeping things simple means focusing on what truly matters, tending to the flowers that nourish your soul, and letting go of those that weigh you down. It's about clearing the clutter, both physically and mentally, to make room for what is essential. Just like cleaning a cluttered room creates space for the things that matter, simplifying your life allows you to focus on your values, relationships, and personal well-being. Living simply doesn't mean you lack ambition or settle for less. Instead, it's about being discerning, knowing what aligns with your heart, and letting go of the distractions that pull you away from your true path. Think of a starry night sky, vast and seemingly complex, yet its beauty lies in its simplicity. Each star shines clearly, and the peace of the night is profound. By decluttering our lives and focusing on what is truly important, we can experience this same clarity and peace within our hearts. As we journey through life, the practice of humility becomes increasingly important. Buddha once said, A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving, and fearless, then he is, in truth, called wise. Humility is about recognizing that true wisdom is not measured by how much we speak or how loudly we proclaim our knowledge. Instead, it is reflected in how we embody peace, love, and fearlessness in our daily lives. Humility allows us to connect with others on a deeper level because it comes from a place of understanding and compassion rather than arrogance or pride. When we practice humility, we become more open to learning from others. We listen more, engage more meaningfully, and foster genuine connections. It's not about downplaying our own achievements or knowledge, but about recognizing that everyone we meet has something to teach us. By letting go of the need to constantly prove ourselves, we create space for empathy, for understanding, and for growth. Humility is also a powerful force in our relationships with others. It helps us dissolve the barriers that pride can build, and instead allows us to see the world through the eyes of those around us. When we approach life with humility, we not only gain wisdom ourselves, but also become a source of inspiration and guidance for others. It is through humility that we truly understand the world and become capable of sharing compassion with all living beings. One of the final, yet perhaps most important lessons, is being aware of the dangers of fortune. Buddha wisely taught that health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. In our pursuit of material success, it's easy to lose sight of the things that truly bring us happiness and fulfillment. Material wealth, the cars, houses, and luxuries we accumulate, are temporary. They may bring fleeting joy, but they are impermanent and subject to change. The true wealth we should seek lies not in material possessions, but in contentment with what we already have. Contentment is the ability to appreciate the simple pleasures in life. It's found in the warmth of a loved one's smile, in the comfort of a shared meal, or in the peace of a quiet walk through nature. These moments may seem small, but they are the building blocks of a fulfilling life. Buddha's teachings remind us that the most valuable treasures in life are not found in material things, but in the relationships we nurture and the inner peace we cultivate. Faithfulness, especially in our relationships, is one of the greatest forms of wealth we can possess. When we are faithful to those we love, whether friends, family, or partners, we create bonds that are far more valuable than any material possession. These relationships provide us with support, joy, and a sense of belonging. They give us the strength to face life's challenges and the comfort of knowing we are never truly alone. As we navigate through life, it's important to remember not to become too attached to fortune or possessions. These things are fleeting, and placing too much value on them can lead to disappointment and suffering. Instead, we should cherish our health, cultivate contentment in our hearts, and nurture the relationships that bring meaning and joy to our lives. In doing so, we embrace a deeper, more lasting form of wealth, one that leads to true happiness and inner peace. Buddha's teachings, encapsulated in these timeless principles, offer a profound compass to help us navigate the complexities of life. They guide us not only toward wisdom, but also toward inner peace and serenity, no matter what challenges we face. As you reflect on these teachings, remember that they are not just abstract concepts, but practical tools that can be applied to your own life. By embracing these principles, you open the door to a life of greater clarity, purpose, and understanding. This journey through the ancient wisdom of Buddhism is one that can lead you to a more mindful and fulfilling existence. These lessons offer you the opportunity to grow, to deepen your connection with others, and to find a sense of peace within yourself. As you move forward, may these teachings continue to inspire and guide you. They are timeless, offering insights that are just as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. May the days ahead bring you clarity, kindness, and the profound wisdom of Buddha. Remember, the path to inner peace is always within reach, as long as we are willing to listen, to learn, and to embrace the simplicity and beauty of life's true treasures. Until we meet again, may you continue to walk the path of wisdom, compassion, and serenity.